Is everyone ready to go back to the Regal Princess?
Yes, sir. Energize. What's that?
Man has kept records diligently since the advent of the written word. His accumulation of knowledge has grown exponentially with each passing decade. As he moved out into space, this knowledge was combined with that of many other races to create the single largest repository of information in the known universe. The repository is known as Memory Alpha. This is where you can access the Federation files.
Captain's Log, Supplemental. Our current study of Kepler 78b has revealed no new information into its formation. However, the oddity of this planet continues to fascinate the science community as well as the crew. Our low-orbit surveillance probes have captured some spectacular images of several rapidly moving lava flows, which leaves no doubt why Kepler 78b was dubbed Hell Planet centuries ago. We're scheduled for 2 more days of data collection before heading back out to deep space on a routine patrol.
Hard to believe it's still intact.
Yeah, it's so close to the star it should just vaporize.
Or just fall into the star.
Just think, if Galileo were able to observe Hell Planet, it would have set back astronomy hundreds of years.
Good point. And if we can't explain it yet, imagine the ancient astronomers trying to make sense of the universe based on this anomaly.
I've seen something like it before. I just can't recall.
Correct, Lieutenant. If you tilt the axis 15 degrees, you would notice an odd resemblance to the twin moons of Romulus.
Yeah, that's it.
Lieutenant Smith, aren't you and your wife expecting twins soon? 2 boys, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir, you are correct. They'll be our first.
Got any names picked out yet?
Oh, you know Smith. He likes to keep it simple. So my money's on John 1 and John 2.
Captain, Admiral Withrow from Starbase 7 is hailing.
On screen.
Captain, I'm giving you a reprieve from hell. Andor's Department of Planetary Security delivered this observation video to the Federation authorities this morning. Records show that several transporters from other facilities and locations have been tampered with, and all with identical damage. Witnesses have observed an unknown transporter beam signature, uniquely identified at every scene. I've been tasked with getting to the bottom of this. In turn, I'm sending you to track down the perpetrators. Planetary Security picked up an ion trail from a ship that left Andor's orbit immediately after the transporter incident.
Have they extrapolated the ship's course?
They have, and they are on course for the Vorna star system.
That's a pretty remote sector.
Yes, it is. And we have it on good authority that a well-organized Orion syndicate is operating in the vicinity as well. Good luck, Captain, and be careful.
Thank you, sir. Dodge out. Jan, download all available data from these incidents from Starbase 7. Also, update our charts on the Vorna system and the adjacent sector.
Aye, sir.
Desena, inform Stellar Cartography that we are done here. Recall all probes and let the engine room know that we'll be going to warp once all probes are secure.
Data download complete. I have verified the ship in question is headed toward Vorna.
Helm, plot a course to Vorna. Jan, with me.
Well, my first impression is some type of data breach. But security features on stealing transporter technology are impenetrable. I think the real question is, if they are stealing it, what are they doing with it?
Well, anybody who's stealing anything is up to no good. So it all seems sinister to me.
Stealing Federation transporter technology and using a transportation device we have never seen before to make their getaway, it's downright eerie.
Yeah.
All probes secure, engines are hot.
Course is plotted and laid in, sir.
Helm, warp 6 to Vorna. So, have we gotten any further with our investigations?
Lots of tangents, no real facts. These incidents don't seem to be terrorist attacks. No one has gotten hurt and no faction is claiming responsibility.
So do we still feel it's some type of theft of technology?
Yes, but what exactly are they stealing?
Biosignatures would be my guess.
Biosignatures? All transporter technology has a myriad of fail-safes to protect against that very thing.
Well, all I'm saying is, if they figured out a way to steal those signatures, there's no telling what that information could do if it gets into the wrong hands.
So we're not talking about a group wanting to steal the technology, but to use biosignatures for their own gain?
Well, Captain, I hope I'm wrong. If they have figured out a way to steal those signatures, this could be a much, much bigger problem than just a few transporter consoles being destroyed.
True, Doctor. They don't want the hardware. Otherwise, they wouldn't be destroying it.
Yeah, it's more like they're covering their tracks of who they are and what they plan to do.
Not good, Captain.
Captain, we are approaching Vorna.
We'll be right there. Let me know if you come up with anything. I hope you're wrong, Doc. But if you are...
Captain, ion trail in just inside the Vonner system, approaching now.
There seems to be a space station in orbit. The ship must be docked there.
Slow to impulse. Put the station on screen. What is that?
It appears to be an oasis.
Oasis?
Yes, a small space station at the hub with homes tethered in a spoke fashion.
They're actually called Bing colonies, named after a mining prospector, Doug Mo Bing. He built this network of small cache outposts that he's strewn throughout space. He used them for storing supplies and temporary places to live. When other people ventured out, they used what old Bing left behind. And some of them turned into communities like this one.
I've never encountered one.
They can be pretty rough for an outsider.
Any organized government to speak of?
Usually limited law. Whoever has the most possessions and the power to hold back a crowd are the ones in charge.
Outcasts and drifters. Reminiscent of Earth's Old West.
Oh boy, cowboys, yeehaw.
The Senate tried to raise them.
Starship Hood to space station. Starship Hood to space station. Respond, please. Sir, I have contact with someone known as Sheriff Quee.
Ask for a visual.
The sheriff says this community conducts all communication face-to-face, no exceptions.
I see. Ask permission to beam down. Be nice.
Sheriff, may we have permission to meet at a location of your choosing? Permission has been granted, sir. I have the coordinates of the sheriff's office. However, the sheriff does demand a small contingent.
I see. Let the sheriff know that Smith and I will beam down shortly.
Chief, keep a lock on us just in case.
Of course, Captain.
Wait, could I get you to get me some medical scans, health and wellness checks?
Absolutely. Smith, take that.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Captain.
No thanks needed, Doc. Should have thought of it myself.
Welcome to the Shire, gentlemen.
Howdy, ma'am.
Captain, I presume. And you are?
Smith, ma'am. John Smith.
Clinton Dodge. But you can call me Clint.
I'm Quee, the sheriff of the Shire. Come have a seat. Would you like some coffee?
Yes, ma'am. We'd love some coffee.
So, Captain, why is Starfleet out here?
Direct. I like that. And please, call me Clint.
Okay, Clint, why are you here?
We're looking for something.
I'd say you found something.
Say, ma'am, I grew up on oases just like this one. Would you mind if I had a look around?
Sure, I'll get my deputy Jack to give you a tour. Jack, can you give John here a tour of the Shire, please? Clint, what is it you want here in my territory?
We're looking for a thief whose trail led us here.
I can barely keep up with the local riffraff, let alone the no-name drifters that are in and out of here.
Interesting. I would think a woman such as yourself would know everything that was in her place.
A flattery, Clint.
Fact, Quee.
Well, I should probably warn you that what goes on in the Shire stays in the Shire.
I understand. But these thefts did not happen in the Shire.
So, the Federation has come here to dispense justice. You'll leave and we'll still be on our own.
I see. Has Starfleet failed you in some way?
Clint, how would you like to take me to dinner?
Why, Sheriff? Are you asking me out?
Well, as you observed, I am direct, so yes or no?
Well, you drive a hard bargain. Yes, I would be delighted. Indeed. Say 1,800 hours?
I'll have Jack make the arrangements.
Until then, Quee. Captain to transporter. Beam me up. and arrange to beam up Smith as well. See you at 1800.
And Clint, this is a casual dinner. I won't wear my badge if you won't wear yours.
I've checked the records 4 times. There's no mistake.
How can they all be sick and not know it?
Well, for one thing, it's the lack of proper medical support in most of those outposts. There are plenty of cases where one infected person wiped out the entire population of a space station. But this is even worse than that. Those records that Smith gave me indicate that those people were infected less than a week ago.
Well, that sounds like good news. We have enough time to synthesize a cure.
Well, it is, except it also means that the carrier's most likely still there, infecting everyone they encounter.
I'll inform Sheriff Quee tonight at dinner.
Now, you're not going back down there.
Oh, yes, I am. You said this was curable.
Well, I have an inoculant for it.
Vance, this is the captain.
Band's here.
Vance, what is the current population of the Shire?
One moment. I read 1,067 life forms at the present.
Thank you. Please drop a quarantine buoy immediately. I'm placing this station under medical quarantine. I'll inform Starfleet of the situation shortly. Dodge out.
Good call, Captain.
Prepare enough hypodoses to accommodate the Shire's population and our crew.
Right away, sir. But, sir, I think I should administer yours first.
I wish I could say this is the first time I got an inoculation before a first date. Thanks, Doc.
So I guess I should have researched a little bit more accurately, right?
Have a seat, Captain.
Thank you, ma'am.
With this noise level in here, we should be able to talk more freely.
Who's listening in on the sheriff's business?
Greetings. Well, Quee, are you going to introduce me to your friend?
Of course. Toby, this is Captain Clinton Dodge of the Federation Starship Hood. Clint, this is Toby Hayward, one of our leading citizens.
Very pleased to meet you, Clint. Excuse me. I see. Sorry, Captain. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, and why are we being graced with a visit from Starfleet?
Just routine.
Exactly. We're here to perform health and wellness checks on Federation outposts within our routine route.
Exactly. Routine physicals. May we schedule yours since we have you here?
That's not necessary, but as long as I'm here, I would like to know why the Shire's been quarantined.
Quarantined?
Yeah. Quee, Mr. Hayward, I think we need to take this conversation somewhere else, a little bit more private.
A much more secure place?
Quee.
Toby, as soon as I have the details, I'll put out a statement.
It looks like you need to change. Well, we both need to change. I'll meet you on the ship in 20 minutes.
Dodge the hood. Energize.
What the?
It's the cure.
For what?
We really didn't get that far.
We need to talk.
Yes, I'm sure it's the Noblean plague. and over 70% of the population is infected.
Deadly, right?
Well, we caught it early, and I've got 1,067 doses ready to dispense to all the citizens. Well, 1,066 right now.
Enough for every living soul in the Shire.
Thank you, Clint. Good guess.
Yes.
The population. We currently have 984 unless someone's docked in the last hour.
No one's docked. We're under quarantine. We didn't guess. We scanned the entire population to ensure we had enough inoculant for everyone.
Well, I'm sorry, but your scanners are wrong. As you observed earlier, Captain, nothing goes on here that I don't know about. And I certainly know the population.
Well, I can assure you our scanners are correct. Does anything look off to you?
What's this?
Looks like a large concentration of people.
But that's a storage barge.
Looks like it's full of people.
What are you saying?
Who owns that barge?
Bonner Hayes. He's a trader that operates from here.
Is he the one I'm looking for?
Couldn't say. He keeps to himself. Not much info about him. He's not liked by many and tends to rub people the wrong way.
You ever known him to trade in technology?
From what I hear, he trades in anything as long as there's a profit.
I want to meet him. Not officially. Can you set that up?
First, we have to get you out of those clothes.
Okay.
And then a little quee trickery. But I'll get that meeting with him, Captain. You can count on that.
Sir, detecting a ship approaching.
Lieutenant, warn them off.
Incoming vessel, you are entering a quarantine zone. Reverse course immediately. I repeat, you are entering a quarantined area. If you continue, you will be in grave danger. No reply.
Helm, intercept that vessel. Once they come into the parking orbit, lock a tractor beam on them.
Sir, you want me to lock on after they disembark?
John, follow my orders exactly.
Yes, sir.
So as I was saying, I have the mineral rights to a Class N moon in another system, but mining economically proves to be problematic.
You've come to the right person, because I can get you just about anything mining related you want.
So I hear. The problem is getting miners out this far. They're always complaining about the money and that my equipment is too antiquated. I need to upgrade.
You got problems. What size boring unit are you using?
Mark IVs with plasma bits.
Mark. I can get you a 7, but it's going to be pricey.
Look, about a year ago, I had some equipment malfunction. Several of the workers got killed. And I did the best I could to make sure it was all kept quiet. Frankly, I can't do business that way. And that's why you were recommended.
Maybe there's a way I can help you. How would you feel about a non-traceable workforce?
Traceable. Non-traceable. Mr. Hayes, we do need to talk.
Thanks for your cooperation. Federation Emergency Relief Team, please open up. By order of the Shire, mandatory inoculation. Thanks for your cooperation.
My technology creates a workforce that's completely biodiverse. It's easily renewable, untraceable, and cheaper than what you might imagine.
So what, are we talking about clones?
Actually, better. I can create a workforce almost instantly. No breeding, no growing, and no over.
By untraceable, meaning illegal, right?
The law has yet to catch up.
I'm in. What's your best price?
That will depend on the size of workforce that you will need and how much I feel I can trust you.
I need to see some of your work.
This is the airlock to the barge Qui could not identify.
Inhabited?
Yep, 40 plus life signs.
Looks like no one's answering.
No problem. This latch is hardly a lock. Stand back. Federation Relief Team.
No!
Just stay back.
Force field to keep us in and everyone else out. You're from the Federation? Thank goodness.
I'm Dr. Bell, and I'll be back with the security detachment. But if that jailer comes by while I'm gone, don't say anything about me having been here.
No, don't leave.
I promise I'll be back with help.
Please hurry.
Dr. Bell wanted to beam up.
The technology is foolproof. I'm only taking the biosignatures. I've created a program that allows those biosignatures to duplicate through a modified buffer. And at the end of that process, I claim it as my property and resell it. Ingenious. Well, I do have a problem. I can only use each pattern once. So for now, I'm going to have to keep acquiring. Morgan?
Go ahead.
The airlock on this cargo container is broken again. Get someone down here ASAP.
Will do.
Take a look. No, not too close. That's set to lethal.
Well, they look able-bodied.
Just like their originals.
Only problem is I only see like 30 or 40 of them. I need like 250.
I have that on hand.
I'd have to see them first.
Until we have a deal, that will not happen.
Then let's make a deal.
Here's what you can do for me. I need a permanent base on a Class M asteroid and some residual income to get me out of the small-time smuggling business and perfect this technology. So let's say that I provide you with the labor force that you need, and you provide me a claim on your asteroid with enough room to start a colony and 20% of your profits.
20%? You know, I need the manpower. I'm in.
Morgan?
Go ahead.
2 to beam up.
Stand by.
Sir, a small vessel is breaking quarantine.
Hail them.
Departing vessel. Cut your engine. You're breaking quarantine. You must comply or risk being fired upon.
Sir, the captain is aboard that vessel.
I repeat, shut down your engines or risk being fired upon.
Stackman, follow them slowly. Allow them to escape.
Yes, sir.
So, where are we going?
Show you the merchandise. I operate out of the Shire because within that nebula, there's a dwarf planet that's totally undetectable by any type of geological scanning array. The planet's gravity has attracted the nebula in such a way that it's naturally cloaked.
Seems like a good base to me. What I can't figure out is, why do you want my asteroid?
Well, be a good base if it wasn't a K-class planet. It's become too unstable. Can't do my work there. Earthquakes, volcanoes. Need something better. It's gonna need your new workforce.
You are certain we have a lock on all of Hayes' people?
Absolutely.
Transporter rooms. This is the first officer. Are you ready?
Transporter room 1, ready.
Transporter room 2, ready.
Transporter room 3, ready.
Transporter rooms. Commence beam up.
Hayes and associate are under arrest for burglary and possession of stolen goods.
I must protest. I got this work for him.
Who is guilty of what is not up to me. I'm placing both of you under arrest. The courts can figure it out from there.
Hood, 4 to beam up.
Helm set a course. 256 Mark III. Impulse speed. We don't want to hit anything. Bands anything on sensors?
No, sir. Sensors aren't reading anything. And by anything, I mean there is no data available of any kind.
Helm, are we at the correct coordinates?
Absolutely, sir.
Bands have security. Man all the shuttlecraft. And prepare for an evacuation of 76 people. And have Security Chief Watkins meet me in the conference room.
Right away, sir.
Chief, have a seat. We're currently evacuating an illegal cloning facility. Once it's clear, you and I are going to destroy it.
I assume you mean from within.
Exactly. This nebula renders most of our technology unusable. We can't scan, target, or even transport within the anomaly.
Any idea what we may need?
Bring enough explosives to take out the saucer section of the ship.
Will do, Captain. Mechanical timers, I assume.
Absolutely. We're not going to leave anything left to chance. Meet me on Hangar Deck 3 in 20 minutes. Dodge to Transporter Room 3.
Chief Stanton here.
Were you able to get the information I requested?
Yes, sir.
Good. Download it to a tricorder. Meet me in Hangar Deck 3 in 20 minutes.
Hangar.
Yes. You're coming with me.
Yes, sir. Stanton out.
I just wanted to let you know that we just evacuated your facility.
And created a problem for yourself, Captain. You have over 400 human duplicates to deal with, and I don't think you have a plan for that.
Well, that'll be up to Starfleet.
They don't know that they're copies. For all they know, they are the originals.
Don't you think I've been contemplating that?
Just give them to me. I'm their creator. I know how to handle them. They're better off in my hands.
You must be joking. Better off as slaves than as free beings?
I have yet to complete my work. I have no idea what these things may evolve into. What if they go rogue? Captain, what are you and Starfleet going to do then? You'll have blood on your hands.
That blood won't be on my hands. Again, that'll be up to Starfleet. If you'd like to make a gesture of good faith, for your own sake, here's some information I can use.
Ah, welcome back, gentlemen.
So,
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Did I have Lieutenant Smith's wife on subspace? You want to talk to her?
Yes, of course. Sarah, this is Captain Dodge. How are you?
Captain, I was trying to reach John. Is everything all right? The communications officer sounded odd.
Sorry for the confusion, dear. We're in a command briefing. I can't give you the details, but I can release John to talk to you.
Thank you, Captain.
Smith, pick this up in your quarters. And then go see the doc about that little memory loss issue you were talking about.
Thank you, sir.
Continue, Vance.
Okay, so the files show a total of 488 transported through the duplication device in the last 2 years. Of that, there have been 68 who died of natural causes, 14 were incarcerated, and there are 3 who have no known whereabouts.
Well, at least we have that much. Vance, send a report to Starbase 6 and let them know we will be delivering these people to them. Watkins, Stanton, good job, man.
Thank you, sir. You too, sir.
Thanks. Don't mention it. Ever. There he is.
Is the briefing over? Yeah, lucky you. Too bad you missed it.
Oh, well, smoke's all around. I'm officially a father.
Hey!
Hey!
Congratulations.
Hi.
All right.
Identical twin boys born this morning.
Aren't you supposed to be in sick bay?
Oh, well, sir. Yeah, I mean...
But one little drink, right?
All right.
To the luckiest man in Starfleet. Congratulations. Cheers. Doc.
Now, do you think we should tell Smith something about, what happened to him?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. You trying to run a great party here? Doing that would be like asking for double trouble.
Well, looks like everything turned out as planned. But Captain, I'm not letting you off the hook so easily. I can't have word going around that a starship captain stood up the sheriff of the Shire now, can I?
Well, then let's give them something to talk about. How would you like a personal tour of a Federation starship? And if you have a few hours, we could discover a few things that a veteran would find interesting. And dinner's on me.